We have 7 literal churches, or communities of believers, living in the first century in Asia Minor. They were experiencing a variety of circumstances giving way to the same exhibiting behaviors. And Jesus gives them a variety of instructions, including commendations, critics, warnings, and encouragement. Jesus wrote to the whole church, not just 7. The symbolic meaning of the 7 tells us that Jesus intended these letters to apply to 100% of the church, as 7 is a complete 100% number in the Bible. As we read what they say, we must consider how they apply to the church today, specifically to us personally. Revelation 1:19 says, "Therefore, write the things which you have seen, and the things which are, and the things which will take place after these things." John was told by Jesus to write this book in 3 parts. The first part was write the things which you have seen. The second part is write the things which are. And the third part is write the things which will take place after these things. The entire period of the church residing on earth is represented by these 7 letters. Not only does the number 7 symbolize 100% of the church, it also represents 100% of the church age on earth. We can represent the 7 parts of the church age with a simple graphic. Each of the letters represents some length of time during the age of the church on earth. And collectively, all 7 letters describe the total time of the church's existence on earth prior to Jesus' return. Secondly, this perspective suggests that just as the church had a beginning at Pentecost, so it will have a conclusion in some sense. If Ephesus started the church age, then Laodicea ends it. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, we must consider the prophetic eschatological meaning of these letters. Jesus selected these 7 churches and arranged them in a certain order to represent the church changing over time. In total, these letters tell us that the history of the church will exist through 7 periods. The contents of the letters will bear out the prophetic interpretation. We will be able to look back over the past 2,000 years to see a correlation with the things given in these letters. Before that history was written, we would not have been able to see this pattern, nor recognize how the letters were prophetic. Only in hindsight did scholars come to realize that the letters worked in this way. That quality of the letters explains why they are included in the book of Revelation in the first place. Jesus did not give us these letters to reveal the history of the church in advance. On the contrary, he gave us these letters to show us the history of the church after it had already taken place. And in that way, these letters function as a clock